The lights were already off in the apartment when I got the call. Not from her, not from family, from the leasing office. 60 days notice, effective immediately. I had a $74,000 truck sitting in the parking lot. I had a closet full of clothes I couldn't afford. I had a title at work that meant everything to my ego and nothing to my character. And I was about to lose all of it. My name is Ezra James, and this is the year I finally met myself. The man in the mirror couldn't lie. 14 months before that night, I got promoted. Warehouse supervisor, night shift lead. At 34 years old, first in my family to hold a title with people under him. I'm not going to sit here and tell you the promotion was the problem. The promotion was a blessing. What I did with the feeling of the promotion, that was the problem. Pride feels like confidence until it doesn't. And by the time you can tell the difference, you've already spent money you haven't made, and you've started performing a version of yourself that can't hold up. I moved into a place that cost me $1,200 more a month than the place I left. Not because I needed to, because I wanted people to see it. I bought the watch. I stopped going to church. Not because I stopped believing, but because somewhere in the back of my mind, I thought I didn't need the reminder anymore. That's always when the reminder comes for you. Simone tried to tell me, not in the dramatic way people do in movies. She told me the way women tell men the truth when they still love them. Quiet, consistent, and patient until the patience ran out. She said, Ezra, I don't know who you're trying to impress, but it's not me. I didn't hear her. I heard the words. I just decided I knew better. Here's the thing about living above yourself. The bill always comes due. It doesn't announce itself. It just starts arriving in pieces. I was at the BP off Colonial when Cortez found me.
Yo, you all right?
I'm straight.
You standing at a pump for 15 minutes without pumping gas? You're not straight? I'm not going to tell you I told you so. But I'm also not going to pretend this ain't where ego gets a man. You remember what your uncle always said? Pride goes before destruction is. That ain't my words. That's been written down for 3,000 years.
Not found me like I was hiding. Found me like he was looking. Because that's the kind of man Cortez is. Cortez knew about the truck payment being past due. He knew about the apartment. He knew because I'd told him nothing.
Uncle, I grew up in your house.
You know
That's
the
what
story
honest
of
people
the
do when they
prodigal
watch
son?
you.
Then you
He
know
wasn't
the
wrong.
boy didn't come home
Proverbs
because somebody
16:18.
dragged him. He
Pastor
came home
Leon had
because
put
he
that in
finally
me
got
when I was
tired of
16
feeding
years
those
old,
pigs.
standing in a kitchen in Palmetto,
Tired enough
Florida,
to get up and
after
No,
I got caught doing
don't.
something
Not
stupid.
asking
You
you
were
where
honest
you've
with me
been.
when I wasn't being honest
I'm
with
They don't
asking
myself.
you if you're
buried.
tired
That
of
I
matters.
drove to Pastor Leon's
But I
house
can't
that
go
weekend.
back to something
Didn't
I've
call
grown
first.
past.
Just
You
pulled up.
understand that, right? I hope you find someone who shows up for you before he has it all figured out. I didn't do that for you. I'm good, Uncle Leon. I think I'm actually good. Yeah, I perceive it. Yes, sir.
He opened the door before I knocked, said, I wondered when you were coming. I told him I was tired. First honest thing I'd said out loud in 14 months. Simone left the following week. No screaming, no back and forth. She packed what was hers while I was at work and left a note on the counter that said, I hope you find what you're looking for, Ez. I mean that. That note hurt worse than anything she could have said, because she wasn't angry. She was just done. I slept on Cortez's couch for 6 weeks. The truck got repossessed on a Tuesday morning. I watched it from the window. Didn't go outside. Didn't call the number. Just watched it leave. And something strange happened in that moment. Something I wasn't expecting. I felt lighter. You want to know what rebuilding looks like? It doesn't look like a montage. It doesn't look like a speech. It looks like Tuesday. It looks like going to work when you don't feel like it. It looks like a smaller apartment that you can actually pay for. It looks like eating at home instead of a restaurant. Not because you're punishing yourself, but because you're finally respecting yourself. I started reading again. Not because Pastor Leon told me to, because I was sitting in a quiet apartment at 5 in the morning with nothing to prove to anybody, and I needed something true to hold on to. I landed in Isaiah 43. Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. I read that 3 times. Then I closed the book and sat with it. Because that's the thing they don't tell you about redemption. It's not a reward for getting it right. It's an invitation extended even when you didn't. I kept my job. I didn't deserve to. After the distraction I'd let creep in, coming in tired, cutting corners on paperwork, letting the work suffer while I worried about appearances. But I showed up, every shift, on time, and slowly the men under me started to trust me again. Not because of the vest, because of consistency. Marcus, the young man who lived in the unit next to mine, started asking me things, not big things at first. How do you handle a real mistake at work? What do you do when your people stop trusting you? I answered him straight because that's what he needed. And somewhere in answering him, I was answering myself. I thought about Job a lot that year. Not the famous parts, not the speeches, just the fact that the man lost everything he had built. And when he got to the other side of it, he didn't rebuild from bitterness. He rebuilt because he still had the capacity to. That distinction saved me. Bitterness will make you rebuild for the wrong reason. You've got to rebuild because you believe something better is worth building, not to prove something to someone who left. I didn't plan to run into Simone. Those things never get planned. They just happen when you've stopped looking, which is usually when God decides you're ready to be tested on what you learned. She was in the same aisle. I knew it was her before she said my name. Some part of you always does. There's
Ezra,
a version
Hey,
of me,
Simone.
you
the
look
one from
different.
2 years ago,
I heard you moved,
that would have
found a
let
new
her
place.
back in just
I've
to
been
feel
thinking about
chosen
calling
again.
you.
Just to
Yeah.
feel like the loss
I shouldn't
had a
have.
happy ending.
Yeah,
But
I
healing doesn't
understand.
need a reunion.
Yeah, smaller.
Healing is when
It's
you
good,
stop
though.
needing the person who
Simone,
left to
I know
validate
what
the
that
person
means,
you became.
and I want you to hear
Pastor
this right.
Leon called me that
I don't
evening.
have any anger
I don't
towards
know
you.
how he knows
None.
things. He
You
just
did
does.
what you had to do.
I
How you
still
doing,
work
nephew?
the same warehouse,
I
same
am
building,
doing a new thing.
different man walking the floor.
Now it springs up.
I have a savings account
Do
now
you
with
not
something in
perceive
it.
it?
A small apartment I can actually
Good.
call a home.
Come eat
A Bible
Sunday.
that's more marked up every month. And a Sunday seat at Pastor Leon's table that I don't skip anymore. Marcus knocked on my door about 3 months after all of this. Told me he'd started going to church. Didn't say why, didn't have to. Some men rebuild for the highlight, for the moment when the people who doubted them have to look again. I don't need them to look. I needed to look at myself and not turn away. That's the whole work. The man in the mirror couldn't lie anymore. And the day I stopped asking him to, that's when everything finally started. If you're in the middle of your own fall right now, don't rush to the part where it makes sense. Do the next right thing. That's it. One thing. If this story hits something in you, drop a comment below. Just say, I hear you. That's enough. And if you know somebody who's in the middle of it, send this to them. Not as a message, as a door. Subscribe if you want more stories like this. Real ones. No fluff. New every week.